And welcome back, everyone. We just saw a Havana map that was the kind of maps that you dream for in your sleep. And we saw, of course, on the other side of that, the Outlaw coming out on top of that. And so moving forward here into our semifinals, we're going to have the two teams, the Haunted Mound and the Hive Mind, going up against each other.
Yeah, as we do have the first map coming online, and we will be going to Busan. I love me some Busan action, from Mecha Base to downtown to Sanctuary. It's just wide ranging, obviously downtown and Sanctuary can lend itself better to ball style or Winston style compositions, but Mecha Base can really be like that Reinhardt smackdown kind of map. So it's just going to lend itself to many different types of compositions. And just taking a look at the bracket real quick, Haunted has come back, taken their journey. They actually played La Coyos in the quarterfinals and took them out 2-0. Hive Mind, we haven't seen any of the teams they've played against on their path here. They beat Wishes 2-0 in their first round, and then they beat Kiki's Land 2-0 in the second round to get all the way here.
Yeah, so both of these teams so far, Hive Mind and Haunted Mound, have both 2-0'd their competitors. So leading into this matchup where we have incredibly high SR teams going up against each other, this is going to be another one to watch, sort of like what we saw with the Swarm and the Outlawed Hydras. And now the beautiful, lovely area of Busan here. We're going to see the composition for both of these teams. Hive Mind going for the straight up dive. Haunted Mound, little bit of a different story.
Yeah, so both teams are playing this Ball Diva style composition. The difference here is Haunted Mound has Dan Twist on this Ashe, so it's going to have a little bit more of a pokey kind of phase to it, as it's likely that, as I say that, so it's Ashe Tracer now. So the Ashe is going to be kind of a sitting duck for Raccoona here. The Dan Twist is going to have to be really good with these coach guns to get away from the Tracer, Sam.
Ooh. It's all going to come down to how well these Tracers are going to be able to go up against each other. And, of course, Dan Twist, who's in the backline and can coach gun. We see it exactly like you said. You can just get away from anything and anyone almost immediately. Back here, Dan Twist catches out Raccoona, who is in the wrong place at the wrong time against the meter bullet. Haunted Mound are going to rotate onto the point and take that, I'm pretty sure, pretty easily. With Dan Twist so low on health, thankfully, the Zenyatta Orb was able to get them back up to full health.
Yeah, good Ashes are always so impressive to me, Sam, because they have to worry about so much, and they're always have to doing so many actions. They have to worry about, okay, do I want to take space here? Do I need to use my coach gun here? Do I want to scope here? Do I want to just hip fire? Do I want to, do I need to reload here? They just always have to constantly be thinking about stuff, as Lava's going to get a huge slam onto Solozin.
Yeah, that was really good teamwork from Lava and Peace. They dove right on top of Solozin, who was by themselves. And with no one to really stop that, they go down immediately. Adrian rolling around. Of course, you have a Zenyatta Orb on top of you. And the entire team of Haunted Mound. Yeah, that's not going to be there for too much longer.
Yeah, as Haunted Mound doing an incredible job protecting their Ashe, and Dan Twist doing a good job of avoiding any kind of danger with the coach gun, as Raccoona and Squiggle on this Tracer Sombra have tried, but just not have been able to succeed, as they're already up to this Bob, as the mines are going to get thrown in here by Adrian.
That also forced Castle to go ahead and use their rally. Lava is going to go inside of the small room, push Adrian off into the backline. Of course, you have that Discord Orb on top of you, and you don't want to get too much damage from that. A nice stick, but it's going to be completely sort of negated by the shield of Miss Calvin. Bird took a lot of damage there, but of course, you can get back up to health real quick and real fast. The Diva Defense Matrix has eaten Raccoona's Pulse Bomb. And that is going to be huge for the Haunted Mound, who is already sitting at 80% on this point range.
Yeah, Sam, and there's going to be a challenge here between two different characters coming in this next fight. We have Squiggle, who has this EMP online, and you have 47 with this Transcendence. If you're 47, you cannot be a part of this EMP. You can't lose your shield. You got to be able to use Transcendence, as he decides successfully.
Okay, we got 2 hags, 2 EMPs, one on the Dan Twist and one on Lava. They're still not going to be good enough. Abstract has to go ahead and take out Squiggle, who's just not able to stand up to the power of the Diva, who now are back in their mech. Raccoon gets caught out in the minefield of lava rotating around. We see that Miss Calvin tries to hide in the corner, but they're going to be caught out by Peace. And in the middle of this overtime point now, we have the mines from Adrian, who already so low on health, going to be eliminated from the dynamite. Bird uses the self-destruct, takes out 47, but no one able to touch it. Round 1 goes in the direction of Haunted Mound.
Yeah, you know, they have looked incredibly impressive on this ball diva. They didn't let that point to ever go into the direction of Hive Mind. Between Lava and Abstract on that ball diva syncing up really well. They're doing, like I said, they've been doing a great job of protecting Dan at the same time. And then because of the rest of the team playing so picture perfect, it allows Peace to just go wreak havoc on the back line and just do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to worry because the rest of the team has been holding it down. Here on this next point, looks like Hive Mind's going to go full rush brawl here with the Reinhardt composition, as Haunted Mountain going to play the Ball Sigma composition. So it's a little bit more pokey here, and it'll enable Dan Twist a little bit more with the Sigma shield.
I'm very curious to see how well the Doomfist is going to work out for Hive Mind. If they're able to get up into the back line and really disrupt what Haunted Mound is trying to do here. They do have to worry, of course, about the Gap is already coming up big. Squiggle takes out 47, and in doing so, allows the rest of the Hive Mind to push forward. Raccoon takes out 2 members for themselves. It's 2 for 2, actually 2 for 3 right now. The Hive Mind are the ones who are going to be sitting on point. They're being contested right now. On the high ground, we see Abstract. They lowered themselves back down. At this point, is kind of just contesting for as long as they possibly can. They get pushed off. And it's just literally a tick right there, Ray. And finally, there we go. Hive Mind are going to take this first point for themselves.
Yeah, that was incredibly impressive there by Hive Mind. They were on opposite high grounds dueling, and in that situation, it gives the advantage to the Ball Sigma competition, but they use the teleporter to get right into the face, Sam, and their next fight's gonna get soon.
It looks like Adrian is trying to decide whether or not they want to go ahead and take that teleporter, and they do decide to go ahead and do that. They hit the charge, but they go right into the wall, right in front of them, and caught out by Lava's minefield is going to put them into the ground. Lava is destroying the Hive Mind, though. Unbelievable. Point has already been flipped. 32% for Hive Mind before they lose it, though.
Yeah, this ball, Lava on this ball, is going to do an incredible job of countering this Reinhardt composition that Hive Mind wants to run. Just the amount of chaos and CC that ball does to a Reinhardt composition can be so annoying to an opposing Reinhardt. So Lava's going to have to continue to pop off here, as Abstract going to have this flux here. They're going to teleport straight onto that high ground again.
And it works out so well for them here as Miss Calvin eliminates 47, but of course the Gravitic Flux throws up in the air. Abstract is able to kill them there with that, and with the rest of that, you pieces laying down the law in the backline, and with Bird being so low, they're going to be D-Meg put into baby form. Raccoon goes down, and the rest of the Hive Mind are gone. Haunted Mound is in control once again after a slight stumble.
Yeah, it was a nice job. Again, they're playing this composition so well that Peace is just able to get behind Hive Mind and just start annoying the backline, and they're just not able to do anything about it. They don't have any kind of stun to deal with Peace on this Tracer, and they're gonna have a pulse bomb to boot here. Wow.
All right, Adrian already eliminated right at the very beginning of that team fight, and that is not what you want to have. And Bob is also on the field, takes out Raccoon. And so now Castle is jumping all around. He's going to be targeted by Bird for the moment, but he's just doing so much damage, and they're getting such really good healing from 47 to keep themselves alive. Lava and Abstract both take down Squiggle and Miss Calvin. And once again, it's just a tried and true story. There's less than 20% for Haunted Mound to win out on this map, and Hive Mind, they need to go now.
Yeah, coming down to one final fight here. Lava has these mines again. We saw last time he had the mines online. He got a 3K. The only thing they have to stop this is, maybe when the mines come out, you shatter, try and get someone and the mines at the same time. But Squiggle goes down.
That is not going to be good here in this overtime moment. The Earth Shatter has been committed, but it's only going to be on Lava. But the healing is just so good. They can't eliminate him, Ray. They are able to stay alive through almost anything that is thrown at them. Dan Twist also goes low on their health, but it's just it's a story for the ages. 47 and Castle are putting out so much heals to keep everyone alive. The overtime clock is going to start ticking down soon. Squiggle gets back there, but just for a second, down they go, and Haunted Mound has taken Busan in a dominating fashion.
Yeah, incredible job there from Haunted Mound. Peace on this Tracer. Again, between Peace and Dan just able to hold his ground and unleash so much damage between just the shots and the dynamite. And then Peace just wrecking havoc on everyone, not sparing anyone. Just incredible DPS work from both the team, but they're able to do that because Lava is playing so well on this ball and setting them up for success.
The ball was dismantling at every single opportunity that it can, anything that Hive Mind tried to push forward. And there was some really interesting times where the Reinhardt was just caught out, Ray. I mean, really, it's all it comes down to. They're just out of position sometimes. And because they're out of position, they go down really quick. And there's so much raw damage that was coming from the ball, that was coming from Tracer, and of course, it's coming from the Ashe.
Yeah, again, the ball kind of just leaves Ryan out for nothing. Like, the ball Sig comes in. Sig's going to be keeping his distance, and ball's just going to be running around and CCing and rolling into people. So Ryan has nothing to swing on. So how do you get your charge up in those compositions if you're Ryan to be able to build up to a shatter? I think we only saw that one shatter the entire match, and they only shattered the ball, and then the whole team was there to peel for the ball and give him heals. So it's just Ryan gets so hard countered by these ball compositions. I think if you're Swarm, you got to come into this next map with a new composition and counter this ball that they're running. And we do have the next map, Sam. We are going to Dorado.
And, you know, this is a best of two. So already the Haunted Mound are going into Dorado feeling very, very good. They didn't really have too much difficulties against the Hive Mind. Their decentralization, it was like you said, the Reinhardt couldn't do anything. And because of that, I did like the Doomfist pick, though. The Doomfist pick really helped them out. It was able to get into their backline and disrupt, try to stop the Ashe, try to stop whomever is sitting around there. But once Haunted Mound kind of read that, they didn't let that Doomfist do anything else.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into Dorado, you know, Dorado tends to be a very like Winston-based dive-centric kind of style of composition here. At least that's what I expect out of both the teams. Just Winston being able to leap and control high ground so effectively. Same with Diva. That should what we be in store here as defensively. It looks like that's what Hive Mind's going to do. They're going to play this Winston Diva. Looks like they want to throw Squiggle on this Echo for the amount of burst heals. And Raccoona going to try and out Ashe Dan Twist. I don't know if that's very wise of them, Sam, but we'll see if Raccoona can do it.
We are absolutely going to see. So if Haunted Mound is able to win here, Ray, they get to move on into the grand finals. Hive Mind has to put a stop to that, though, and even this series back up. Put the brakes onto Haunted Mound, and hopefully this time around it's going to go for a little bit better for them here on Dorado as the gates are about to open. The compositions, like you said, though, a lot of it is, let's see if Raccoona is going to be able to stand up to Dan Twist, who was kind of the terror of Busan.
Yeah, Haunted Mound, the difference here, they're playing the Zarya. So the main difference is when your Winston jumps in on these fights, he's going to have a bubble, and Zarya's going to be able to build up her charge. So can you get a lot of good right clicks here on the Zarya? Because you're not going to have a Diva to dive in with him and eat damage for the Winston. You're just going to have that momentary bubble. It's going to rely on Zarya being able to output a lot of damage here.
And already we're to the archways of Dorado, and it looks like Hive Mind is elected to just go ahead and give that up to the Haunted Mound. All of this free space is just being given to them, and I think they're scared right now of Abstract. Dan Twist is now in a prime position along with the Mercy damage boost to really put in a lot of damage, especially on Bert, who is currently sitting with an anti-nade on them. Anti as well for Dan Twist, so no healing for them for a second, but with no one to really capitalize on that, it was kind of wasted from Solo Zin. They do have the nano boost, and that's going going to be going on to Adrian. They dive right into the backline, and their target is straight up just going to be Dan Twist. But because they were ignoring everybody else, the Haunted Mountain just collapsed right on top of them. There goes Adrian. They're dead. Dan Twist finally gets taken out from Raccoona, but Peace doing what they do best.
Yeah, just Sam, look at that peel they had. The Nano Winston went in Adrian, and they were targeting Dan Twist on that Ashe. He got extremely low, but the peel from their own Winston, from Abstract on the Zarya, just incredible teamwork here from Haunted Mountain. And while I have the chance, Sam, I would like to give an update. We have confirmation DK Fan Club is in the finals. They 2-0'd Outlawed Hydras.
All right, and so now we know who is going to be, at the very least, one half of that grand finals. Now the question is it going to be Haunted Mountain, or is it going to be Hive Mind, especially as Lava jumps right onto the high ground against Hive Mind, boosted with the power of the nanobots in their veins. They pop the Primal Rage, try to eliminate anyone who is going to be on top of there, but just saving a lot of life. We had a Bumpy Bump! Ray, Dan Twist's bomb comes out on top. Bird eats the Pulse Bomb from Peace, and now they are also going to be demech, but in doing so, we have, once again, Adrian with the Nano Boost in a very rough position. They are going to actually come clean with that because they have a Primal Rage of their own. They're done with they are so desperate to try and get Dan Twist, but of course, that death is going to be reversed thanks to the effects of Mercy's resurrection. Peace eliminates Squiggle, and now on the high ground is Lava, forcing anyone who is there down from below. 47 is in the prime position to give health back to them, but just not quick enough. They missed the couple of shots that they needed to. Raccoona eliminates Lava, and now 47 has to watch out as the rest of the dive is going to come out on top of them, put them back on the ground.
Yeah, as it's gonna have to be a reset here for Haunted Mountain. They're doing a great job of healing for each other, but like you said, 47 just missed those crucial shots to be able to keep Lava alive. They could have hit those couple shots, could have gotten a nade, and that would have been a different story there. Bird does have this Diva Bomb available here, and with the slower Zarya, if you can force her bubbles out, you could get quite the bomb off here, Sam.
This is an interesting maneuver, rotating around to go right up into the back line of Hive Mind together as teams just take the high ground over on this other side that you typically don't see teams very often go onto. Ooh, but with the Squiggle eliminated and Adrian currently hit with the dynamite and so low on health, you got to get them back up as quickly as you can. There it is, the bio grenade is back up. Raccoona using that coach gun to get away from Lava. Now that they're on top of the high ground, Adrian once again hit with the nano boost, eliminates Dan Twist, finally coming out on top in that engagement. 47's bio grenade is going to eliminate Raccoona. The res onto Dan Twist undoes the death that we saw there. Castle hits the Valkyrie flying up in the air, heals as best they can to everyone possibly. But right now, Hive Mind and Haunted Mountain, they're all over the place. Squiggle is going to duplicate onto the Winston, pops the Primal Rage of their own, and now we're just seeing monkeys throwing hands everywhere. But Haunted Mountain are going to be able to hold on for just a second longer here against the Hive Mind to take the payload to point B.
Yes, Peace did an incredible job of realizing this stall was going really well for Hive Mind. And why was that? There was an Ana sitting in the room, just uncontested, healing the team. And then Peace is like, nah, we got to put pressure on this Ana. Did a great job there. As Hive Mind has now swapped Squiggle to the Hanzo, no more Echo here. So the question here is going to be, because Squiggle is kind of a diveable target, but has a lot of damage output just with the storm arrows. Can you get that damage out before you get eliminated?
Ooh, we're gonna find that out right now. Abstract hit with the anti-nade, but they're gonna be able to get back up, and they are a fully charged and very angry Zarya. Squiggle is using that Hanzo, kills Dan Twist and Lava on top of that, so 2 for the Squiggle on the Hanzo. Peace is going to win the Tracer duel with a melee to the face, and now it's rotating around. Hive Mind is gonna go on top of here, push the Haunted Mountain back towards their spawn room. A nice arrow, storm arrow from Squiggle gets Peace just at the last second.
Yeah, incredible swap here. Squiggle putting in work on this Hanzo. Like we said, Hanzo outputs so much damage, but again, very squishy. But he's doing a great job of staying alive and picking off the players he needs to before they can dive on him. Coming in this next fight, Abstract with this grab is going to be huge as the Nano gets thrown in. Both Nanos, Sam.
Both nanos are thrown in, but guess what? A Bob is to anti-nated Adrian. They're gonna be safe because they have the Primal Rage. If things start going down, worse it can be that way, but for Abstract and 47 get caught inside of the Bird self-destruct. Adrian eliminates Lava. On top of that, with Dan Twist 2 to join them, this is a good defense from Hive Mind right now, but one ultimate to Haunted Mounds 4.
Yeah, what did we say, Sam? If you could force the bubbles out of Abstract, you could get a big bomb, and that's exactly what happened here. As Dan Twist is now on the Cassidy, looking for the ability when Adrian comes in to be able to stun, and then be able to unleash just the crazy amount of damage they have as the Dragons gets initiated.
Ooh, splits them off, not able to go inside of that room for just a second there, but a quick regroup from Haunted Mound, and they're good to go. Valkyrie popped by Castle to give the initiation. The damage boost is going to be huge. We also have Abstract, who has their Graviton Surge. Miss Calvin goes down already. On top of that, Lava hit with the Nano Boost, but they're going to take a little bit of a monkey nap, driven by some bananas before they go down. Dan Twist eliminates Adrian, who is so low on health, had to get back to solos in, but not able to get the healing just enough in time. And now the Haunted Mound are going to be able to have all of the space to push the payload forward.
Dan, you won that fight without having to use your grab. You can even combo with Pulse Bomb here if you get enough people in it, Sam. You know, the key here is Bird. Bird has to be looking out for both this Pulse Bomb and this grab to try and eat it, but they're not going to be able to do that with the grab.
No, they're not. At least Dan Twist goes down from Squiggle, and the only one caught out in that Graviton Surge is going to be Miss Calvin. However, though, Abstract was able to find two. The Pulse Bomb goes out, but it misses Solos in. Guess what, though? You're going to have to stay alive here using the Bio Grenade out of them. Peace hits the recall, and Raccoona also on the back line takes out Abstract. So Haunted Mountain in a rough position. Peace needs to get out of there. So low on health. You can pick up the Mega. Does not have any blinks to get out of there. Has to go fast. They do have the recall, but Squiggle Storm Arrow puts them down into the ground.
Yeah, as they have gotten the cart into one fight territory, and the timer is on one final fight here, Sam. He's has now swapped over to the Genji. All they're gonna have to work with is this Nano for Haunted Mound. Hive Mind being able to use the rally here and so many ultimates. I can't see a situation where they don't hold here, Sam.
Ooh, this is gonna be tough, but Hive Mind have it in their pockets. All right, we have the rally coming in big. But unfortunately, Peace takes step four. Unfortunately for Hive Mind, Squiggle goes down by the hands of Peace, and now we have the Primal Rage being popped by Adrian to stay alive. But the high noon from Dan Twist is gonna put that monkey a bullet through their face. Now the Haunted Mound, the Hive Mind, they're gonna hold back here for just a second to give enough time to regroup at the last few meters. We are into overtime now, though, Ray. Squiggle eliminates 47 in the backline with a nice uppercut fist to the face. Lava is using their own Primal Rage. Bird is eliminated. This is gonna be the moment for where Haunted Mound has to go in, and they have to go in big now. Adrian takes down Castle. Now they need to figure out where they want to go. He's so low on health, it's not gonna be able to survive for too much longer here. Raccoona is gonna finish them off. Now his solos in, having to rotate around. They want to eliminate the Dan Twist Cassidy, who has now killed two members of the Hive Mind. This payload is still not moving forward too far. The self-destruct on top of that, the bubble as well. Bird eliminated from the self-destruct, and now we're going to see who's going to be able to hold on to that. The Squiggle comes back just in time, but the stall that is coming out from Hive Mind here in the overtime is picking up so much time. The bubble as Adrian stays alive. The stick onto Abstract as well does a lot of damage, but they're going to be able to stay alive here. The Haunted Mountain, the kills are coming through in their direction right now. Ray and Castle is keeping everyone alive. I can't believe how long this team fight has been going on here. It just doesn't seem like Hive Mind want to give up so easily. Bird is so low in health, and now Miss Calvin has pumped their rally. But finally, Haunted Mound takes round one.
Mind, I apologize. I kind of caster cursed you guys. I just thought, you know, 4 ultimates, it was going to be tough to not hold there. They just could not take advantage of any of the ultimates. The rally, you know, you lived long enough, but you weren't able to get any picks on Haunted Mound. Your Primal was popped, but they popped the High Noon to be able to kill you through it. It was tough sledding there, as Haunted Mound did a great job to deliver that. In overtime, though, but you've set yourself up really well, Haunted Mound, to take the victory here and move on to the grand finals to face DK Fan Club, as you just need to stop Hive Mind from delivering the payload all the way.
Wow. Okay, that was a very valiant attempt from Hive Mind to stop Haunted Mound, and that was one of the longest holds in overtime, as the payload is right there, that I think I've seen in a very long time. Now, Squiggle is going to go for the Widowmaker pick, probably not for too long, but I'm quite interested to see how well they're able to utilize the Widowmaker to get a quick pick onto maybe Dan Twist.
Yeah, one thing I'm interested here, Sam, is if they're going to actually play this Reinhardt composition. It looks like they want to do that with this Symmetra. So their answer to Reinhardt not being able to control high ground is to be able to use Racuna and the Symmetra to that was close.
That was close. That was
to be
very...
able to TP up to the high ground that they're not able to control. So they're gonna do exactly that.
Yeah, but unfortunately they lost Miss Calvin, and so with that, a lot of movement capabilities, and Lava is able to take out Adrian and Solo's in. Peace dashes right on through Bird, and Hive Mind, they're making up the switches fast. No more Reinhardt, no more Widowmaker.
Yeah, as they're going to swap over to the Winston composition. They're going back to Squiggle on this Hanzo, as we saw the amount of value we got on that third point. As it's going to be just that classic ball, I'm sorry, not ball, Winston Diva versus this Winston Zarya here again. And this Winston Zarya is going to lend itself even better to the defense here, Sam, at being able to give that bubble to your Winston on the defense, but just having your Zarya being able to be on the high ground by default is very valuable on this defense.
I couldn't agree more, and now we're going to see if Squiggle is able to use Hanzo a little bit as effectively in attack as they did in defense, but this cart is now finally making its way towards the archway, and Haunted Mound is really putting up more of a defense than Hive Mind did this time around, trying to not let the Hive Mind through those archways. Adrian on the high ground, hit with the nano boost, wants to try and engage in on that, but it's just too much damage. They're forced off and regroup with the rest of the team. Peace does take out Squiggle, but Adrian responds in kind, and now the two teams have lost 1 DPS each. It's gonna be, who's gonna go in there? The Bob goes in, right into the back line. Dynamite along with that too. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Hive Mind are gonna answer this, though. It seems like they're having some difficulties right now, Ray.
Yeah, with Peace with this blade in this fight, but this rally armor is actually going to be massive. It's going to be tough to kill anyone through with the blade through the rally, but they do have the grab here to combo after the rally armor wears off. So grab blade could be what the doctor ordered here.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have one of their own, but they're being very disciplined in using it. Peace doesn't even need to whip out the Dragon Blade. All they needed, Ray, was the rally, and that's enough for Hive Mind to completely collapse under the pressure of the Haunted Mound right now.
Yeah, for sure, Sam. As you know, a minute and a half left on this clock. Hive Mind's gonna have to pull something out here. The one thing I'm looking at here is this Dragons from Squiggle. You're gonna have to look to maybe isolate this Brig or this Ana with a good split from the team. As Squiggle gets the Ana, that's exactly what you wanted without even having to use the Dragons.
Yeah, exactly. That's huge, and for them to be able to push forward in on that, they've recognized that Haunted Mound is on the back burner. We have the Adrian popping the Primal Rage. On top of that, a Gravitic Flux is going to catch them out, though. Is so rough. I'm sorry, Graviton Surge. I'm getting my gravities confused, right? The Haunted Mound, they just have an answer for everything against the Hive Mind.
Yeah, as Lava with the Primal Rage going to get another, as they're going to be at the spawn door, Sam just whacking and whacking. He's going to get the Hanzo.
Okay, Ray, I didn't see the Lava Primal Rage at the spawn room doors, did you?
I don't think that was on my bingo card. I don't. As we're approaching final fight, 30 seconds left on the clock. Haunted Mound's going to have the Nano Blade in this fight. And if you're Hive Mind...
Oh, my word.
Oh, my.
Oh, my word. 3 for Peace, hit the Nano Blade, got the Dragon Blade out, and gets 3 on the way. 10 seconds left to go. Now they're just hanging out here. They're just chilling.
I think they should be able to touch here. They're gonna have 8 seconds. All they're gonna have online here is the Dragons, but they have a lot of ultimates that are just coming in a big sleep.
That could be just good enough. That sleep was huge for the side of the Hive Mind. Dan Twist is now out of the field, and that is a big chunk of damage for the Hive Mind gone. This is the moment where Haunted Mound needs to take advantage of that immediately. Hive Mind needs to go in, and they need to go in fast. Castle has their rally, and they pop that, especially against Adrian's nano-boosted monkey. You gotta keep an eye from that. Miss Calvin, though, has a rally of their own, and this is the moment where Hive Mind are able to turn things around in the middle of overtime. Adrian's Primal Rage has now been activated, and there we go. They're gonna push forward into the back line. Abstract on that. Zarya is gonna have to use all of their bubbles to stay alive. 47 goes down from Squiggle, though, and they are putting in that Hanzo arrow work. Both the tank
right now, but Abstract is so low on their own health. They're staying alive, but just for a second here. Dan Twist is back out on the field, but now they're hit with the anti-nade. Gone, and there we go. The Hive Mind make it to point A, Ray.
Yeah, unfortunate there. I think, you know, that Bob committed by Dan, I'm not sure if that's what you wanted to do there. The likeliness of you winning that fight at that point was extremely low, so now you're not going to have Bob coming into this fight. So Hive Minds bought themselves another 2 minutes. Again, still a tough hill to climb as they have to deliver this point all the way, Sam. And this point alone is probably going to take the 2 minutes they have on the clock. So they're going to be in overtime by the time they're delivering this. And not a lot of, I mean, they do have another Dragons from Squiggle. And Miss Calvin's already built up to another rally. Wow.
Yeah, this team is going fast, and they want to try and push Hive Mind off as quickly as they possibly can. That's what we're going to do here. Hive Mind, they're regrouping into a different area before re-engaging with Adrian's nano-boosted monkey onto the high ground, but going to have to watch out for all of that damage. That piece is now whipped out the Dragon Blade. They're hit with the anti-nade, but they don't really give two cares about that. Solo's in, and Miss Calvin are down. Hive Mind have no healers to keep them going, and you can see that's going to put Bird outside of their mech piece. Ooh, finds a lone Hanzo and dashes right over onto Adrian. Eliminates Bird. What a stagger for Dares, right?
Yeah.
And now we're about to get into the last minute.
Yeah, the key to the second point here, Sam, is holding this high ground that Haunted Mound is doing beautifully. Hive Mind is going to have to find a way to unhinge their control of the high ground, and you might have to do that by, you know, maybe having Raccoona take the long way up to the high ground, and then you have Adrian on the Winston dive at the same time, force a lot of damage on them, force them to back up and take it away. But Abstract with this grab could just quell everything if you get a big enough one here.
Now, Abstract, Lava, Castle have their ultimates up. Adrian already taken out from Dan Twist Dynamite. That's going to be rough for the Hive Mind. Miss Calvin just wants to go ahead and pop the rally, try and maybe push forward here, but it didn't work out too well for them. Haunted Mound, they popped a rally of their own, and guess what? They can do the same exact thing, and they did just that.
Yeah, a very expensive fight there for Hive Mind.
Peace! You're too greedy.
Oh, peace. You know, you're gonna come with the primal rage here from Adrian, but the bomb is gonna get initiated here, Sam.
Oh, the coach gun pushes away the very angry monkey, and now, thanks to the bubble from Abstract, keeps Dan Twist safe and alive. And so basically, you force Adrian to use their primal rage. It kind of works well. They were able to take out 47, but guess what? Now you have another angry monkey doing the same exact thing. All right, Peace. Are you going to be able to do it once again? You have the Dragon Blade out. Things are looking a little bit dicey for you here, though. You're at 81 health, and you take out Solos in, but Haunted Mound is doing the Hive Mind doing the same exact thing to you. Raccoona on that Tracer has already taken out 2 members of your own. Peace is a very insane Genji, though, Ray.
Yeah, doing a nice job. Putting a lot of pressure on this backline constantly of Hive Mind. That's exactly what you need to be doing as Genji. Again, over time, Haunted Hive Mind is looking really good, has looked really good in this overtime, but without Raccoon in this fight, it's all but not. Oh, that was really
that
close.
anti-nade. That anti-nade was unbelievably huge for the Haunted Mound, and now we have Lava here with that nano boost. Dan Twist in the backline, squiggling Adrian, not giving it up, but no one on the payload, Ray. Haunted Mound takes Dorado, takes the match series, and now they're going to be going to the grand finals against the DK fan club.
This isn't Overwatch 2. There should always be someone on the cart.
Yeah, you know, Ray,
No.
St. Charles the Ninth poked up his head once again.
Oh man, just crazy end of that map to end that as Peace. Just incredible work on that Genji, but just a teamwork from Haunted Mound in general. Just the dives with the Winston and the Genji, and just Dan Twist on the Ashe has been so impressive, being able to protect himself so well and just unleash massive amounts of damage between the dynamite and just his coach gun, coach gunning away from people and just killing people, hitting heads.
I gotta say, for Hive Mind though, Ray, I mean, to have that longest hold I've seen in 2022 on the final little meters of Dorado is something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. And not because I was running out of breath. I was starting to see stars with how long that took. It was an impressive hold from the hive mind, and they really did give the enemy team a run for their money. But anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and send you all over to a quick break.
I remember just constant, absolute terror, and I can't explain how intense, how strong, how all-encompassing that terror is. Unless you do this, you're gonna get killed. You're gonna die.
It has all come down to this for the latency community recall event. Two teams have made it this far to the grand final. We have the DK Fan Club versus Haunted Mound, Ray.
Yeah, and again, so we saw Haunted Mound last series against Hive Mind, and they are just incredible synergy. Dan Twist on that, Ash was doing incredible work. Peace on the Tracer and the Genji, and then we saw, was it Lava on the main tank, whether it was the Ball or the Winston. Just incredible teamwork across the board. But you know, me and you, we've been there. We've seen DK Fan Club. We know what they're all about. I didn't get to see how far they ended up going in contenders, but they definitely won the match we casted, so they definitely made top 32 in contenders. So they are quite the team to be reckoned with here.
And quite the team indeed. And so, of course, for our first map that we're going to be seeing both of these teams play on, Ray, we're going all over the world today because now it's Nepal.
Yeah, I'm loving just all the diverse map choice we've had today. We haven't had one consistent map throughout any series today. So, you know, we were just talking before the break, man, if we can get Nepal and then Watch Point, we will never have gotten a consistent map throughout the entirety of the cast, and that would just be so cool. But yeah, Nepal, so, you know, just talking about control, obviously 3 sub maps. So there's the shrine, there's the village, and then there's the sanctuary. So the village is going to lend itself to more of that brawly type of Reinhardt composition, but ball composition can also be very potent, being able to roll through the inside of the point and just cause a lot of chaos. When you get to Sanctum, Ball is just so good on Sanctum, be able to knock people into the depths of death in the middle of just the hole. And then just Pharah has a lot of free reign in the sky on that map. And then Sanctuary, you can make a lot of different things work. You can make, obviously, Reinhardt brawls work. You can make ball composition work, double shield, Winston. So we should be in store for different styles of composition depending on which map we go to.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that lottery at that point. It's going to be what team can work with what, and we've seen how well the DK Fan Club worked in contenders, where they had so much control of pretty much any composition that they can get their hands on. They just made it work time and time again. And so here for Haunted Mound, they're going to have a bit of an uphill climb to go against with this. This very powerful team of the DK Fan Club. We have just recently seen how well they've been doing. I mean, obviously, Dan Twists, let's be real here. Their Ash was an insane player. Same on top of that with their Genji, doing so much in the backline, disrupting and putting the pain and putting the pressure points. They were able to play a ball really well. They're able to play a monkey really well. So their tanks obviously have really good control too. You know, we saw Diva and we saw Zarya for the off tanks. The control that the Haunted Mound is going to have to go with against DK Fan Club, and especially depending on the map that we can see, maybe this could be their moment to dethrone the DK Fan Club. So,
few players I want to highlight from DK Fan Club. First of all, Bedtime Story. Incredible Ash player. Can't wait to see the interaction between Dan Snipes and Bedtime Story there. Green Bean.
There it is, Ray.
Green Bean, another incredible player here for the, as I say that, it doesn't look like it's going to be Green Bean. It looks like it's going to be Minion for this map. But DK Fan Club going to be an incredible team here. Yeah, so looks like it's going to be Sanctum here. So this ball sig composition for DK Fan Club is going to be extremely potent. They're going to look, the ball's going to look to cause a lot of chaos, while Sigma is going to hold on the high ground with the Ash. Haunted Mound is playing the double shield, so they're looking to bunker down as well over on this high ground. So it's going to be Ken Ball get in the backlines and disrupt this double shield enough for DK Fan Club to buy space forward.
Ooh, already right off the bat, piece goes down from Lean Sniper, and that's going to be the opening pick for the DK Fan Club to push right on back all by themselves is going to be Dan Twist. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a troublesome moment. Haunted Mound already over here, and DK Fan Club are gonna take the point.
You're gonna already start getting that percentage, as once you have control here, it's gonna be a lot tougher for this double shield to take it back as Minion.
Oh my
Incredible.
word. Incredible from the DK fan club. The Haunted Mound being bullied in their spawn room.
Yeah, as it's already looking really good here for DK fan club. Lean Sniper and Minion here are so well coordinated on their dives. Lean Sniper comes in, rolls in, gets this big slam, and Minion's there just to follow up on so much damage. Already up to this pulse bomb, probably looking for a good target, and I think 47's looking pretty spicy here, Sam, with this Brig.
Yeah, incredibly spicy. So let's go ahead and see if the spice is going to be too much for the DK fan club to stand up against. Okay, nice opening pick from Peace onto Minion's Gru. 16, of course. Now we see the DK fan club rotating inside of this little hallway. Bedtime Story is going to commit the bomb onto the point to try and contest, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good for now. Dan Twist does take out Bedtime Story's Bob, but in doing so, the entirety of the DK fan club pushes onto Haunted Mound, and they are gone.
Yeah, DK fan club already looking like that impressive team that we saw in Contenders. Just so well coordinated, so aggressive too, and knowing when to be aggressive. They're not aggressive in bad spots. They know when they have the advantage, and when with this more poke style composition, they're able to take their space and just unsue lots of damage onto Haunted Ground as the Dragons gets thrown in.
Oh, a nice pick from Minion's Group takes out both of the supports of Haunted Mound, and with no one left to continue that push forward, a Gavritic Flux is being committed by Abstract on top of the bongos from Lava. At this point, though, your entire team is dead, gone. What an opening from Minions. And there you have it. The point has been secured. DK Fan Club gonna take this first round.
DK fan club just looking invincible right now. Just Haunted just does not look like they know what to do here to deal with the aggressiveness of Lean Sniper and Minion here, as we're going to go into Village, which is, again, we said, we could see the brawl compositions here, but it looks like both teams, Haunted is going to mirror what DK fan club was playing last time with his ball sig. But it looks like, as I say that, DK fan club wants to play the brawl here. They're going with the Symmetra Cassidy here, and I think that's smart here, especially when you're thinking they're going to play ball. You're going to have that stun for the ball when they roll in.
Sticking with the Symmetra. Okay, all right. I like it. It's like you said. And now, of course, we also have the Mei, so freeze anybody who tries to come in their direction. DK Fan Club knows that Haunted Mound are in this hallway, and so they are going to go ahead, take up all that space. That forces Haunted Mound to go back onto the low ground and go in through the archway, the teleporter right onto point. And now they're going to be able to set up here, put down the turrets. The teleporter is destroyed, but for the moment right now, the Haunted Mound, they're not going to try and push in. So low, Clear gets demeg'd from Pieces Echo. The laser beam is going to be good for that. Lean Sipper stays safe thanks to the immortality field. Minion screws so low. And then we have the Haunted Mound 47 pick onto Lean Sipper. Goop has to do whatever they can to keep the team alive. But in the meantime, DK Fan Club, even if they lose this point, they are gaining some valuable percentage right now.
Yeah, but that Symmetra beam from Bedtime Story just completely charged up, putting in lots of damage as the Photon Barrier gets thrown in.
Already a Photon Barrier up from DK Fan Club. And Haunted Mound, they're going to be pushed back and teleporter right to the back line. They eliminate 47, and they use that teleporter to get right back out, Ray. They get one big pick, the necessary pick that they need. But still, though, even with that one death from 47, Haunted Mound is not going to let that stop them here. Shisha Fang does commit the beat, and now we also have the mines on top of that. DK Fan Club, though, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Sam, I want to shout out Clear here for DK Fan Club. Doing a great job of putting pressure on Peace on this Echo. Just not able to get anything done as you keep having a diva in your face, just stopping any kind of burst damage you're trying to do to the backline. Just want to shout out Clear there.
And now with control of the high ground, Bedtime Story has just such a commanding presence with his teleporter, able to go onto the high ground and then go right back onto point. The teleporter is destroyed, but the rest of the DK Fan Club is going to regroup here. Peace is going to hit the duplicate onto the Diva, and now it's going to be able to see if they're going to use the self-destruct to good effect. The wall to
take down that duplication timer as long as they can. There we are, the self-destruct already, and the Gravitic Flux is going to throw Shu Xiaofeng onto the ground. That Gravitic Flux is going to be held, I'm sorry, the self-destruct is going to be held off by the Photon Barrier for just a second here, but it looks like Haunted Mountain is going to be holding on strong, pushing off the DK fan club and might be able to take this point back for themselves. But I say that Minions Grew uses the Blizzard is going to be big for the moment here, and in an overtime, the Haunted Mountain have finally taken the point against DK fan club. But I mean, at this point, Ray, they're gonna have a long road to go up.
It's DK fan club doing the smart thing. I was just about to talk about, Sam, how especially against this ball composition, it's going to be extremely tough to retake this point playing the Reinhardt composition, but they've done exactly what they should do. They swapped over and they are playing the ball diva now. So it's going to be more of a divey comp versus more of a pokey comp, as we've seen Lean Sipper and Minion just sync up so well on these dives, and they're going to have to continue to do that to take this back and take the first map point.
Yeah, you can see Lava retreating over onto the point. Since they do have the mines in their possession, they can keep that safe for just a second longer here. Castle Pops are rallying with Peace so low. They need to regroup with the rest of the team. Lava holding close towards the walls of the shrine here, of the sanctuary, and now they go back in with Lean Sipper. So having to back out, the Bob is committed from Dan Twist, and on top of that, the minefield. Haunted Mound are able to get 2 big picks, and Dan Twist is finding the rhythm that they've been needing for so long here. 60% for Haunted Mound, and they're kind of taking some percentage back for themselves here.
Yeah, no doubt, Sam, but with the complete composition swap here from DK Fan Club, you knew you were going to be at an ult disadvantage for the first fight, and they got 3 out of the way as they've been able to build up to a lot of their own here. So I think that was a very smart decision here from DK Fan Club as they come back into this fight. Pulse!
Pulse goes not so wide. It actually takes down Abstract, not the target they were looking for, but a big target nonetheless. Now you're down your main tank for the side of Haunted Mound, and this is going to give the DK Fan Club full speed ahead to start pushing in. Peace is going to hit the duplication onto the Diva to try and buy as much time for the rest of the team to come back in, but in the meantime, Minions has already eliminated 47. The Transcendence has been popped too. On top of that from Goob, giving them the time that they need to get back on the point. The Tactical Visor as well gets the Diva outside of their mech, turns their attention over onto Dan Twist. It's going to keep them inside of that corner. Now we're here into overtime. The DK Fan Club has taken Nepal.
Yeah, incredible job there from DK Fan Club, recognizing different situations. You know, they took the point with the Reinhardt, they held it for a very long time, but as soon as that ball composition finally overwhelmed them and took the point back, they knew they weren't going to be able to win that back with the Reinhardt. So they swap over to the ball diva, and again, just the coordinated dives from Lean Sipper and Minion have just been so on point. Sam, it's just been crazy.
It looked like for a second there, Haunted Mound had the answer to what the DK Fan Club were throwing at them, but this is a team to be reckoned with, a literal force to be reckoned with here, Ray. The DK Fan Club, they came, they saw, and they conquered here on Nepal, and now we are here on match point. This is where Haunted Mound needs to take that little moment of time that they had in Nepal and make something work here against the DK Fan Club. DK Fan Club were just in charge for the majority of that time. I mean, that first round was pretty much it was destruction.
Yeah, they did look really good there for a little bit on Village, but again, I think that was a lot to deal with them having more ultimates. And then the crazy part was them, I don't know if you noticed that, but pretty much all 6 of DK Fan Club, when they swapped compositions, almost all had their ultimates on at the same time. It's kind of crazy that they were like charging ultimates at the same rate. It's insane. And did I hear that map pick right?
You may have heard me. You may have seen me cheer, Ray, because now the globe has been complete as we go to Watch Point Gibraltar. We're going everywhere.
Exactly what we wanted. The only escort map we didn't see was Rialto. Incredible. Oh man, this is a caster's dream.
I know, to be able to go and see a different map each and every single time. This is where things are going to get really dicey for Haunted Mound, because DK Fan Club, we've seen them play on Gibraltar.
Yeah, so just to give the audience a little peek into what we saw back in the Contenders, they played on Gibraltar, and they played this Diva composition with Bedtime Story on this Ashe, and then they had Green Bean on the Sojourn, but Minion on this Tracer is going to be just as good. But their execution on Gibraltar was just impeccable. They held the team at second point and then delivered second point with no problem. So this is a very favorable map for DK Fan Club. Haunted Mound here coming on the attack, looking to play this Diva Winston composition as well, with the Ashe battle between Bedtime Story and Dan going to continue.
Oh my
through
word!
this
What was that? Oh my goodness! Bedtime Story, please! Let them at least get out of the spawn room before he would destroy them!
Wow. So, I was going to say, the difference in these compositions is DK Fan Club is only enabling Bedtime Story more with this Mercy Pocket. Haunted Mound is playing this Brig. So the Brig is going to give them some more sustained heals as well as some stuns to deal with Lean Sipper on this Winston. But again, like we said, Bedtime Story just gonna constantly have this pocket.
Wow. That was an unbelievable coach gun as Lava was going to try and dive in. Just denied that as quickly as they possibly could. But a nice anti-nade that comes in from 47 gets clear outside of their mech, and a kill from Abstract 2. On top of that, Lean Sipper was also close to death, but they were able to at least escape with their life. And now the DK Fan Club have scattered a little bit, but we still see Bedtime Story holding onto this high ground, not wanting to give it up. And now with the Mercy to give them that damage boost, oh, it's going to be deadly.
And after throwing a Bob into that fight, already 60% to another Bob, Bedtime Story is just popping off on this map. Minion does have this Pulse Bomb, and like we said, 47 on this Ana needs to be the target.
Ooh, no peel, unfortunately, for Bedtime Story there. They were incredibly wily. That forced Lava to go into the backline pretty deep, too, on top of that, especially now that they propped their Primal Rage. No more of that, and gone they go. It was a really good sleep from Goob to kind of negate what they were trying to do there. Clear is gonna go right back onto the payload, and at the moment, these two teams only really an ultimate from Abstract, and they're gonna engage in on that self-destruct to try and create space for Haunted Mound here, and it's gonna rely a lot on Peace being able to hit this Pulse Bomb to a big target. But with Bedtime Story's death happening right here, it's kind of going back and forth. DK Fan Club, though, the eliminations are happening. Oh my word, there it is. That was what we were looking for, Ray.
Yep, that Pulse Bomb onto the Ana. You know, I said that for Minion.
Nice, Peace.
But Peace just coming through on this Tracer. So clutch here for Haunted Mound. And I think they're going to be able to deliver this here as we're going to start the point B assault here for Haunted Mound as Dan Twist gets the better end of Bedtime Story in the Ashe duel.
Very, very good. Okay, Minions, look at this. They have their Pulse Bomb up. They could try and use this Pulse Bomb, go into the back line, get 47. Castle doesn't quite have their rally up just yet, so this is going to be the moment where they want to decide where do they want to go and where do they want to use this. They're just going to go ahead, hold up on the high ground, and distract Lava for a second here, and now they turn their attention over to who's on the cart and try to find the juicy target. Could be Dan Twist, and that's exactly who it's going to be. Boom, Pulse Bomb eliminates a huge amount of DPS, and now Dan Twist is the target. I think the DK Fan Club has started to realize that Dan Twist is just as good of an Ashe as Bedtime Story is.
Yeah, no doubt. As Clear's going to put a lot of pressure onto Peace here on this Tracer, as they're going to have to back out here. But as Bob's going to get thrown in, this fight's not so over yet. Ooh.
Up in the air, Castle eliminates Minion's Gru with a nice whip shot to the face. Oh, a self-destruct inside of the ship. You never want to see that, but for Xu Xiaofeng, they did have their shield up and able to keep themselves safe, and they're going to use the rally on top of that, just in case for anyone who wants to come up there and maybe mess with them while their shields are down. DK Fan Club has the self-destruct, but it's going to come up into, once again, Haunted Mound's shoulder to be able to land that Pulse Bomb and get a big, juicy target for the Haunted Mound.
Yeah, as you know, high ground control is going to be the name of the game here on Gibraltar. DK Fan Club has done a great job of it so far, but Minions is going to go down to Dan Twist.
All right, the payload is coming up close to that end point. Lean Sipper is going to eliminate Castle, and Bedtime Story Dynamite is going to do the same. Now both supports for Haunted Mound are gone. Clear is going to try and decide who their next target is going to be, as they do have a self-destruct. Goob is on the high ground in a really good position to give the healing to the rest of the team. Haunted Mound having a little bit of trouble, and a nice stagger too on top of that. Look at that.
Yeah, this positioning from Goob throughout the entirety of this map has been so good. You know, whether it's, you know, at that angle behind the spaceship, and now we saw this back in the previous match in Contender, Sam. Bedtime Story holding this spaceship. We saw so many attempts from the opposing team to try and take this away from Bedtime Story, and it just never happened, as the coach gun was always huge here, as Clear takes down Lava.
Ooh, and a stick onto Dan's Twist from Minions Grew. Any push, any attempt from the Haunted Mound has been kind of halted. But at this point, I think they're just building up ultimates, Ray. You can see that now. But on the other side, too, DK Fan Club has a pretty good amount of their own to work with on top of that.
Yeah, again, I think this is gonna come down to the nano engages for both of these Winstons. They're both gonna have it, so it's going to come down to who finds that bigger, spicier target with the nano online to be able to just set their team up for success in this fight. And the coach gun, again, we see it right there.
The coach, you can see Lava trying to hobble away as quickly as they can, and they were forced to use the Primal Rage as well in order to stay alive and get away with their life. Dan Twist Bob goes down by the hands of Bedtime Story, and Lava inside of this tiny room is going to start throwing around, but now Lean Sipper is in there as well with their own Primal Rage. Bedtime Story eliminates Lava. Looking around for their next kill is going to be Lean Sipper. So now both monkeys are no longer a factor to worry about. Clear has been slipped. They do have a self-destruct. They get down, they can get right back in their mech, create space. And in the meantime, guess who's been pushing the payload forward? It's going to be Peace. Thankfully, though, the DK Fan Club realized that.
Yeah, it does. Oh, as Minions Pulse Bomb gets eaten by Abstract. Incredible job there from Abstract, as we are on the final fight. Haunted Mound, this Pulse Bomb from Peace. We've seen some great ones. Gonna have to come up with another one here.
It's just Goob in this backline position. No one's stopping them. Peace tried to, but they go down. They couldn't do it. It was just so unfortunate for them as they tried to. Goob has been keeping the entire team alive, and it's just in such a fortuitous position. Same for Xu Xiaofeng. Even though they're playing the Brigade, anyone who tries to come close, the peel is there for Goob to keep them alive. And now they pop the rally, eliminates 47, and now they're right up in your backline. Nobody ever expects the flanking Brigade.
No, as Bedtime Story is going to get another pick and get the better end of Dan Twist, as it's going to be extremely close here, Sam, in the final fight.
We're in overtime now, Ray, but the Haunted Mound, they have no one to touch. DK Fan Club are going to hold the Haunted Mound on point B, 77.19 meters. And now, this is all the DK Fan Club needs to go in order to take the grand finals.
I'm starting to feel a little hazy. Is this deja vu I'm experiencing here? Because I think this is exactly what happened in Contenders for DK Fan Club, holding them just before capping second point, and then they were able to just gracefully and easily deliver that point all the way to the end. So I think DK Fan Club has Haunted Mound exactly where they want, with the championship here on the line and the $100 prize pool.
You know what's a lot of fun too, Ray, is that the DK Fan Club have, when we casted for them in Contenders, it was on Overwatch 2. And so now they've had the extra team member. But it just still feels like such a well-oiled machine for DK Fan Club. With or without a team member, they are putting forth the effort and stopping anyone in their way. And Haunted Mound, I mean, they had a really good first push. It was on the back of Peace's Pulse Bomb, and on top of that, they were able to go through and clean up on what the combination that they had with Lava. But for the DK Fan Club on that second point, it was just like you said, you know, we're feeling deja vu.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there are going to be any swaps across the board. This Symmetra is purely just to get the Ana and the Ashe onto the high ground here, and then it's going to be a swap to the Tracer. So both teams going to hold strong on the compositions that have been holding strong. Bedtime Story, again, with this pocket, has just really been popping, but Dan Twist has been holding his own considering he doesn't have a pocket.
Exactly right. He's able to sometimes clap back against Bedtime Story and get some kills of their own, which just goes to show you how powerful Dan Twist is. in and of themselves. Bedtime Story is once again going to throw up the dynamite into the air, try to use the coach gun, maybe see if they can get a clean headshot, but Xu Xiaofeng has to go back to the rest of the team and keep them alive here. We do have Lava getting the D-Mech onto clear, and Abstract killing Lean Sniper as well on top. That Bedtime Story on the back burner, and the Haunted Mound are having a really good defense of their own. The sort of decentralization is putting the DK fan club on the back burner.
And they did get some decent distance on that cart, Sam. So, you know, if you're DK fan club, you got to be feeling at least a little bit good about where you're able to get that cart. So really, you only got to win one fight to deliver this point. And Bedtime Story, getting that pick on a piece, is already going to be looking good to open things up.
Very good on them, but of course it is a Tracer. They can get back there very quickly, and now the Haunted Mound have regrouped on top of where the payload is going to be ending up. Lean Sipper takes down 47, and a massive chunk of healing is now gone as they hit the Primal Rage, knocking and juggling Abstract in the air, but they are able to get away with their life. Look at that communication, how clear that was, Ray. Lean Sipper knew that Dan Twist was there, antied, dives right on top of that. The payload has made it to point A, and now they got to go the 77 meters to win this round.
Like we said, and Bedtime Story's going to get the staggers onto both of the supports and the Diva, as it looks like there's going to be another stagger on the cart as they're going to get out there. But they're going to get a lot of free push on this cart, and Bedtime Story already has control of this spaceship, and that's exactly like we said on the defense. On the attacking side, it's just as good, but Dan Twist got Bedtime Story, but the rest comes in.
Xu Xiaofeng had such good movement techniques right there in order to stay away from Abstract, who was up on top of the high ground, and they were able to get the revive off and get out with their life. Both monkeys have been nanoed, and Xu Xiaofeng is also going to activate the Valkyrie to give just that little bit of extra healing, but neither of the monkeys, except for Lava, just have their Primal Rage turned on. Castle is going to go ahead and hit the rally, but the bio grenade from Goob is going to keep Lean Sipper alive and sustained throughout this entire fight. Clear has their self-destructing, so if things start going sideways, they can activate that and keep themselves going. Castle whip shots Bedtime Story, but once again, it is the revive to keep them alive. Now we have Abstract being juggled once again, but this monkey has to be careful because guess what? There is a self-destruct. Lean Sipper, though, eliminates both of the supports for the Haunted Mound, and Ray, this payload is right there.
Yeah, if DK Fan Club can just get these last couple picks, and they're going to do exactly
Oh my
that.
word! Oh, no one to stop them,
to...
Ray. Oh, it's going to be clear at the very last second, but it's not going to be good enough. Are they going to be able to hold? No, they're not. They go down, and the only one now is Dan Twist. They have to go around onto the payload to stay alive from that, but Minion Screw is going to clean them up, and a stick, a pulse bomb from 47, from Minions on top of 47. We now have Bob onto the field, takes out both of them, and there you have it. The DK Fan Club not only takes Watchpoint Gibraltar, not only takes this match series, but takes the grand finals here for the Latency Community Recall event.
Yeah, incredible. Again, like we said, that's exactly what happened last time we saw them on Gibraltar. Held the team to the second point, and then pretty much just gracefully took the cart all the way to victory, and they're going to win the tournament. Just incredible work from DK Fan Club. They were the favorites, and they proved why today.
Unbelievable performance from the DK Fan Club, and I really want to say too to Haunted Mound, going up against a team as illustrious as the DK Fan Club is, because it was like we said, they got to at least the top 32 of contenders. That is not an easy team to go up against, and to have moments where you're able to put them on the back burner is so huge for you as a team. Both of these teams played really well here and gave an excellent showing for a grand final here for the Latency Community Recall Tournament. It was phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, for me, MVP in my head is going to go to Minion. I think just the Tracer play was incredible on Gibraltar, just getting lots of sticks, putting lots of pressure on the back line, and, you know, equally as impressive on Nepal.
Absolutely. And so, chat, we're going to go ahead and start winding things down. Ray, where can people catch you? You have a Twitter?
Yeah, I do have a Twitter. It's, you know, just like on the screen, it's at 2tryhardray. So follow me if you guys get a chance. Would greatly appreciate that. And what about you, Sam? Where can they find you?
You can actually find me at the Sam Talks. You can go ahead and check me out there. I also want to give a big shout out to our production team and of course our observers, That One Lance and Nathan Milne. You guys have been insane on the working and showing us, making us look good and getting us the good observations as well on top of that. But you all, thank you so much for watching as well, chat. Having you all out here makes these community events so much fun, and it's all about the community here in Overwatch, Ray.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially with Overwatch 1 coming to an end and us entering this new era of Overwatch 2. Just, I think, taking these last couple months to thank the community who've stuck with Overwatch 1 for this long is what we need to do to put this game to bed properly.
Absolutely. And from myself and Ray, everyone, that has been it for us here. Thank you all once again so much for watching, and we will hopefully see all of you on the next tournament. Have a fantastic evening.